What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. In this video I am going to do a quick income tax calculation. So how do we go about calculating income tax in PNG? Well, there's things that, like assuming you're a PNG resident, because there's like one for non-residents and there's one for PNG residents. This one example is for PNG residents, and also it's for people who are employed, right? So if you're a salary or wage earner, you get paid income tax at the end of every year. If you're like grassroots unemployed, then they have their own tax that they fall under. But anyway, this one is income tax in PNG, and also the calculations in this video are for not being in a lineup. Okay, anyway, sorry, let's go to the IRC tax brackets for PNG residents. So we have income that is less than 20K, you don't pay any tax on it. Income that is between 20,000 1 kina to 33,000, you pay 30% tax on it. Income that is 33,000 1 kina to 70,000, that's 35% tax. And 70,001 kina to 250,000, that's 40% tax. And anything above 250,001 kina is 42% tax. And let's go to the next slide. Okay, so hypothetically, if for example you make 109,500 in 1 year, your total income falls into the tax bracket of 70,001 kina to 250,000. So that's what, 40% tax. So this, let's get into it. Anyway, stage one, right? Stage one is 0% tax. These are constant. Remember, these tax rates are constants, as you will see. Stage two is 3,900. That's a constant. Since our income falls at stage four, so that's where it'll come into play. But at stage two, how did they arrive to 3,900 as the tax constant for stage two? Is you get the upper end of the income bracket, 33,000, minus the lower end of stage one, so that's 20K. So that's 33K minus 20K gives you 13,000. So then you get 30% of that. That's 3,900. We go to the next slide. That's stage three. It's from 33,001 kina to 70,000, right? So tax rate is 35%. So the 70,000 minus the lower end of stage two, which is 33,000, so that's 37, and then you get 35% of that 37K, which is 12,950, and these are tax constants. And stage four is where the hypothetical, money we said in a year we made 109,500, so that falls within the tax bracket of 70,001 kina to 250,000. So that's 40% tax. Now it's going to be our higher end, which is 109,500, minus the lower end of stage three, which is 70K. So that gives us 39,500. Now 40% of 39,500 is 15,800. So that's your tax for stage four. Now the total tax you're gonna pay is stage one tax 0, plus stage two tax 3,900, plus stage three tax 12,950, plus your stage four tax, which is 15,800, which equates to 32650. So you're paying 32,650 kina on an annual income of 109,500. So that's how you get your tax rate from there. Anyway, so let's go to conclude. If you make 109,500 in 1 year, that tax, that falls into the tax category of 70,001 kina to 250,000. So all the other categories tax are fixed at that point, right? So stage 1 is 0, stage 2 is 3,900, stage 3 is 12,950. All you will calculate is this tax at stage 4, which is your amount 109,500 minus the cutoff stage 3, which is 70K. So you get 109,500 minus 70K, then you times it by 40%, you get 50,800. And all this up to get the tax you will have to pay in a year. So provided you're a resident, a sole trader operating a business, and also employed at the same time, you pay income tax in PNG and all that stuff.